Yo guys, what is going on? It's Luki here and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I have got you guys a best M4A1 class for Warzone. Now this class setup is going to be a little bit different than your typical class setup, but I do strongly recommend you guys listening to what I have to say in today's video. I'm going to get straight into this. I don't want to drag this video on for too long. So yeah, I'm going to get straight into this. If you guys do enjoy it, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to hit 20,000 subscribers. I do post daily, straight to the point, Call of Duty content. So I definitely recommend you guys subscribing it. I would really appreciate it. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the class. So first up, Monolithic Suppressor. As you guys know, it takes you off the radar, so it's going to be a must-have on any weapon. Next up is the stock M16 Grenadier barrel. This increases like the control, accuracy and range, etc. The Court Combat holo sight is really good. This is basically going to obviously make you have a pretty good shot. Like this sight is probably one of the best sights you can use on Warzone, but of course there are like 15 different sights, so you guys can use whatever sight you guys do want to, but personally that one is my favourite. Next up though is the 60 round mags. Having a bigger magazine size on Warzone is going to be one of the must-haves, because obviously you're going to have to be destroying people's armour. If you get hit by 2 people, or maybe you get hit by a whole entire squad, then yeah, it's going to be helpful to have all the bullets you can. Next up though is the Operator Foregrip. This simply just helps me have a better accuracy. If you look at the stats, the accuracy stats are basically almost full, so yeah, they are really good. Now this next weapon in this class is going to be something not many people are talking about, and that's going to be the .357. Yes, that's correct, a pistol as your secondary in Warzone. But hear me out. The reason for this is because it's really good in those close combat situations. For example, if you're in a building with an enemy and you have this weapon at close range and they have an assault rifle, you're going to win the gunfight 99% more of the chance of the time. So trust me, give this a go. The 2 attachments I recommend you guys using a snake shot and a kimbo on that weapon, but you might have to do a bit of grinding to unlock a kimbo, but it is really easy. You just need to get 3 kills with recon in 5 different matches, so yeah, it's really easy. Now what I've been doing is what I recommend you guys been doing. So basically I recommend you guys using this at the beginning, and this is because you don't have to use overkill. And what I recommend you guys doing is, instead of using a sniper, use this pistol, and then later on in the game when you kill an enemy, just pick up their sniper instead. Trust me, it's going to be a lot more helpful than just using overkill with a sniper, because a lot of the time enemies will use their heartbeat sensor, etc., and they're going to kill you so many times just by looking at their heartbeat sensor. Like, trust me, if you don't have Ghost on, then you're at a huge disadvantage on Warzone. So I recommend you guys simply using Ghost and then just picking up someone else's sniper instead of actually putting it on your class. Next up though is going to be the perk. So Cold-Blooded is going to be a must-have on the perk slot, because obviously everyone uses thermal scopes, so having Cold-Blooded on is going to really help you out. I don't really see any point of using any other perk ones, to be honest. Next up though is going to be Ghost, and like I said before, you can of course use a sniper if you guys want to, and you can use overkill, but personally for me, I definitely recommend you guys actually just using Ghost instead and then picking up someone's sniper later on in the game. Next up is going to be your choice. So I recommend either 3 of these attachments, so Battle Hardened, Amped or Tune Up. Amped lets you swap your weapons faster, Tune Up allows you to revive yourself faster and your teammates faster, and Battle Hardened allows you to be more immune to people's stuns, and in the final circle a lot of people do use stuns, so personally I like to use the Battle Hardened perk instead. Next up though is C4 and then the heartbeat sensor. Heartbeat sensor is going to be one of the key tacticals you can use. Right here is going to be a prime example of me using this. As you guys can see, I see an enemy over there. I quickly check my heartbeat sensor to check if he doesn't have Ghost on, because obviously if he does not have Ghost on, then I can easily pick up the kill because I'm going to know exactly where he is. So this is why heartbeat sensors are really important, and also this is why Ghost is important. If this guy didn't have Ghost on, if this guy did have Ghost on, then I probably wouldn't have ended up killing him because I wouldn't have known where he is. But as you guys saw, I literally just simply looked at my heartbeat sensor and I saw him. This next kill, I was very confused. I tried to shoot him through that little thing he was on, and for some reason you couldn't shoot through that, which I was quite surprised at. But luckily I walked slowly around the outside so he didn't hear my footsteps, and then I shot him through this window, and as you can see he was camping up on that crate to the left there, and I get a nice easy shot thanks to this sight. So There's a few tips there, what you probably can take away from those two little clips there. One is use the heartbeat sensor. The second tip is to be careful about when you're walking around. Try be slow, etc. because if you actually run, they can hear your footsteps, but if you walk or crouch walk, they don't actually hear your footsteps. So that's a big tip for you guys. And also, as you guys saw, I literally just followed him with my heartbeat sensor and I knew exactly where he was and I got the easy kill. So that is another example of why using a heartbeat sensor and also using Ghost is a very, very important thing in Warzone. Now obviously, as Warzone gets older and older, more and more people are going to start to use Ghost. So over time, the heartbeat sensor is going to become more and more useless. But as for now, the heartbeat sensor is probably one of the best ones you can use. Now, I just want to quickly say, I'm not camping in this little bit here. I checked my phone and I waited here and I literally got back and I didn't even see this person. Like, I was literally just like tagging my videos and stuff, and I thought I'd just quickly wait here. And this guy literally walked in and he was looking directly at me and somehow he didn't even see me. I didn't even know he was there until I was watching this gameplay back, which is kind of funny. I literally had no idea, but I thought he was literally sat there completing a recon contract, and I had literally no idea until I watched this gameplay back. I had no idea. As you can see at the end here, I quickly saw him in the corner of my eye, so I tried to shoot him, but unfortunately I couldn't. And this guy almost ran me over, but unfortunately I did manage to get away because the other guy came from behind and he actually saved my life, so it actually turned out in my favour. Now unfortunately I did not win this game, and you will see the reason why at the end is absolutely ridiculous. So I do recommend you guys watching until the end because the way I die is pretty funny and it is kind of ridiculous. So at this point I am thinking, where do I go? Because as you can see, the circle is just a massive open stretch of land, and obviously there's not going to be anywhere safe for me to go, so I have to find somewhere safe. So what I think of doing is going over here and waiting behind this wall until the circle gets a bit smaller. Now, this guy in the helicopter, at first I didn't think anything of it. I just thought, oh well, he's in a helicopter, it doesn't matter. But you guys, just wait until you see the end. Just wait until you see how I die. And yeah, it's pretty annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, yes, so this class is probably going to be one of the best class setups you can use at the moment in Modern Warfare. So, like I was saying before, with my quick little tip, was to not use overkill because it is a big mistake. So a lot of people use overkill at the moment and they're making the same mistake of using overkill with a sniper, and obviously if you use that, you can actually have Ghost on. And as you guys know, everyone uses heartbeat sensor, everyone uses UAVs in the final circle, so having Ghost is going to be one of the most helpful perks you can have on. So what I recommend you guys doing once again is using these pistols or using whatever you guys want as a secondary. You can have a rocket launcher on if you guys want to, or something like that. And what I recommend you guys doing is simply waiting until you find someone, kill them, and then 9 times out of 10 in like the top 50, pretty much most people have a sniper on their class because they've already brought a loadout drop. So yeah, that is what I like to do just because it's so much easier and it's a super underrated tip. I haven't actually heard anyone talk about this tip yet, but I do strongly recommend you guys going ahead and giving it a go. So as you can see, there are 10 people left. I have, I think that says 5 kills. So a pretty average game. It's not exactly amazing, but I was pretty safe. I was in a good position. I had a good plan. As you guys can see, I pick up one more kill here. There's 6 kills, and like I said, I had a pretty good plan. I had cover here. There was no one around me. Once the circle was going to shrink, I was going to go out and I was going to get into some cover. But back to the helicopter. The helicopter unfortunately has some other plans, and you guys will see later on. Now at this point I was going to go back and I was actually going to go ahead and pick up some of his loot just so I could have some armor, because as you guys can see I have no armor left. So I was going to try to do it, but I thought it'd be a little bit too risky, so I thought I'd go ahead and just leave it. Now I had everything set. I had my cluster strike, I had some good weapons, and I was good to go. I was good to win this game, and I was probably gonna win this game. But as you guys can see, the helicopter is above me. He sees me. So what does he do? He tries to run me over. he tries to run me over. I had no idea what to do. As you guys can see, I'm panicking. And he cuts me up with his blades, and I die. I was very sad, I'm not gonna lie. As you can see, I placed 4th, and oh my god, this guy literally ended up winning the game from sitting in a helicopter all game. He killed me, he dropped out of the helicopter, and then he killed the last guy. So yeah, thank you guys for watching though. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and hopefully you do like this class. Make sure to give it a go, and make sure to subscribe for more content. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.